First, we want to touch base with Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers. Clear skies tonight. Are we looking calm this weekend?
Yeah, we're going to be much calmer this weekend. We're going to be very fortunate for that as we recap some of the incredible tornadic activity that occurred across the area. And we've confirmed now a couple tornadoes here in our viewing area, including the EF-2 tornado. The peak winds to 120 miles per hour. That was in Crawford County where it began. It was on the ground for nearly 20 minutes and traveled a distance of about 10 miles. So incredible with that. Now, the Hancock County tornado rated EF-1 in strength, peak winds to 100 miles per hour, was on the ground for just about 6 minutes and covered a distance of about 3.5 miles. Much of this damage was occurred across the southern edge of our viewing area, including reports of very large hail, over baseball-sized hail, and several tornadoes and more additional that will likely be confirmed. We'll highlight where those could be coming up in just a few moments. Back over to you guys.
Well, as Chris was showing you, severe weather impacted a lot of the Buckeye State last night. The hardest hit area was Logan County, which is just south of Lima. Our John Monk gives us a look at the damage and how cleanup efforts are underway.
The full extent of the damage here in the village of Lakeview along Indian Lake was not known until the sun came up Friday morning. But now this small community will be spending the better part of this weekend picking up the pieces. Residents in Lakeview say they were ready for Thursday night's storm, but none of them expected a storm this powerful this early in the year. Currently, 3 fatalities have been reported following a devastating tornado tearing through the southern half of Indian Lake. One resident we spoke with said he and his family only had a few moments to find a place to shelter.
I'm covered up over them, and then my dogs come in and they got on top of us. You know, they was literally on my back, and then it came and it like went pretty quick.
Logan County Sheriff Randall Dodds says first responders searched 1,700 buildings and have said everyone in their community is now accounted for.
As county sheriff, I could not be more proud of the way the first responders responded last night, be it law enforcement agencies, fire, EMS.
I asked some of the law enforcement, how in the world did you check all the places? And they got it done. But we also had neighbors who were watching out for neighbors.
Now the community will continue to clean up and prepare for the rebuilding process of their tourism town, hopefully before the summer tourism season begins. Reporting from Logan County, I'm John Monk, WTOL 11.
Well, our weather team was working hard last night, keeping all of us informed about those tornadoes.
Chris, do you know the scope of these storms and the tornadoes yet?
Yeah, we know the scope of many of these tornadoes. We're still getting some of the initial data that is. Just about an hour ago, we had reports that Logan County tornado rated EF-3 in strength, and we were talking multiple states that were impacted. Ohio, Indiana, back into Illinois, and these outbreaks of tornadoes, even here in early March, still unusual for this time of year. So we'll get a little closer to this. We are on the southern edge or the northern extent of much of that tornadic activity. Several supercells that made their way across our area. This radar loop was from about 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. yesterday evening. So let's break this down. What we had in Hancock County, it began as an EF-1 tornado. That went from Orange Township to Van Buren Township. 5 homes that were damaged, and some of that damage fairly significant. No major injuries with that. The Crawford County EF-2, that moved from New Washington toward Plymouth Township. Now, at one point, that was about 250 yards wide, and when we were tracking that one in real time yesterday, we had a tornado debris signature that was allowing us to confirm in real time that we had a significant tornado on the ground. Fortunately, no major injuries with that one, but it did last about 20 minutes as it was on the ground. Several reports of not only the tornadoes, but also that large hail that was reported across Seneca County. Now, future investigations we suspect will be out there in Seneca County. We may very well confirm additional tornadoes in our area in the coming days. Melissa, Jeff, back over to you.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. You can always get the latest weather forecasts with the WTOL 11 weather app, especially helpful during storms or uncertain weather. That app is available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Our team of meteorologists updates that frequently.